Elon Musk's ventures have been a frequent topic on this channel, but today we're diving deeper into one of his most ambitious projects, Neuralink. As we explore the latest updates on their trials, we'll also examine the competitive landscape and what it means for the future of brain-computer interfaces. But before we begin, make sure you've hit the like and subscribe buttons. Now that you've completed that, let's jump into it. Neuralink marks Musk's first major step into the experimental medical field of brain-computer interfaces, or BCI. Since its founding 6 years ago, the company has made significant progress, implanting its technology into pigs and monkeys to demonstrate its capabilities. One of the most well-known experiments involved a monkey playing Pong using only its thoughts, showcasing the potential of digital telepathy through BCI technology. Despite the breakthroughs, Neuralink was not the first company to receive FDA approval for human trials. That distinction belongs to a competitor called Synchron, whose device, the Stentrode, became the first BCI approved for human implantation in the United States. While some may see this as a setback for Neuralink, competition is crucial for progress. A race between multiple companies means faster discoveries and innovations, ultimately benefiting the entire field. When Neuralink was first introduced in 2016, the hype was intense. Many believed Musk's vision would lead to revolutionary advancements, from curing neurological diseases to enhancing intelligence and even merging humans with artificial intelligence. However, Musk did not invent the concept of brain-computer interfaces. The technology has existed for decades, but progress in refining and optimizing it has been slow. Neuralink's goal is to accelerate that progress, much like Tesla did for the electric vehicle industry. At its core, brain-computer interface technology is based on a simple principle. The brain functions as an organic electrical system, transmitting signals to control the body. These signals act as commands, traveling from the brain through the spinal cord to organs and muscles. However, when the connection is disrupted, either due to injury or degenerative disease, the body can no longer respond to brain signals. This is where BCI technology comes in, serving as a bridge to restore communication between the brain and the rest of the body. There are two main approaches to brain-computer interfaces: non-invasive and invasive. Non-invasive BCIs are external devices, often resembling headgear with multiple electrodes, designed to detect brain signals without direct contact. However, since these signals must pass through the skull, they are weak and unreliable. The real breakthrough comes with invasive BCIs, which establish a direct connection with the brain, allowing for much more precise communication. The current industry standard for invasive BCIs is the Utah array, a small square chip with dozens of tiny electrode spikes that is implanted into the brain. The procedure involves drilling a hole into the skull, inserting the array into the brain's outer layer, and connecting it to an external computing device. This enables individuals to control robotic limbs, operate computers, and interact with digital devices using only their thoughts. While effective, the Utah array comes with serious drawbacks. The procedure is highly invasive, can cause long-term damage to brain tissue, and is not suitable for everyday use. This is where Synchron and Neuralink come in, each offering a different approach to overcoming these challenges. Synchron's Stentrode implant is designed to be far less invasive. It is based on the medical technology of stents, flexible tubes used in heart surgeries. The Stentrode is inserted into the jugular vein and guided toward the brain's motor cortex. Once in place, the device expands, embedding its electrodes against the blood vessel walls. These electrodes pick up brain signals and transmit them to a small computer implanted in the patient's chest. The entire procedure is similar to implanting a pacemaker, requiring no brain surgery, no holes drilled into the skull, and no exposed wires. This method has a major advantage. Patients who receive the implant have no visible external devices and can use the technology anywhere. The procedure is minimally invasive, can be performed in a standard hospital setting, and takes only a few hours. However, there is a trade-off. Because the electrodes are positioned inside a blood vessel rather than directly on brain tissue, the signal quality is weaker compared to more invasive methods. The Stentrode cannot match the precision of the Utah array, limiting its applications. Neuralink, on the other hand, is pursuing a far more advanced but riskier solution. Like the Utah array, Neuralink's device requires removing a small portion of the skull. However, instead of using rigid electrodes, Neuralink implants thin, flexible electrode wires into the brain's outer layer. This is done using a robotic sewing machine that carefully places the electrodes into the brain tissue. These flexible wires are less damaging than traditional electrodes and allow for a much finer level of control. Where Synchron relies on well-established surgical techniques, Neuralink proposes an entirely new approach: robotic brain surgery. A robotic system has never been used to stitch electrodes directly into a human brain, which presents major challenges for FDA approval. Neuralink must prove that the procedure is safe, effective, and capable of delivering long-term benefits. Currently, Neuralink is still in the animal testing phase, experimenting on pigs and monkeys. In some cases, the experiments have been controversial. Several monkeys involved in the research either died during surgery or were euthanized due to complications. While this has raised concerns, it is a standard part of medical testing. Every new medical device undergoes extensive animal testing before moving on to human trials. Elon Musk has stated that Neuralink is working closely with the FDA to gain approval for human trials. He insists that the company is committed to meeting and exceeding safety standards. However, given the complexity of Neuralink's approach, it may take longer to secure approval compared to more conventional methods like Synchron's stentrode. Although Synchron was the first to reach human trials, that does not mean Neuralink is out of the race. The two companies are approaching the same problem from different angles. Synchron prioritizes safety and accessibility, offering a minimally invasive solution that can be deployed today. Neuralink, on the other hand, is aiming for a revolutionary leap in capability, even if it takes longer to perfect. The future of brain-computer interfaces is rapidly approaching, and competition between these companies will drive the industry forward. Whether Neuralink ultimately succeeds or not, its presence has already pushed the field into uncharted territory. That's all for today's update. While it's disappointing that Neuralink wasn't the first to conduct human trials, competition is a good thing. What do you think about the future of brain-computer interfaces? Let us know in the comments. If you found this video informative, don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.